let's get into it. So many fuck this up when they try to start their AI business. And I will almost say that if people actually knew this, it would double their chances of succeeding with their business. So I'll tell you straight away, when you're starting out in business, you want to use every single advantage that you have. If you know someone that has a business, like your uncle or someone that your parents know, or anyone really that runs a business that could use something like a voice agent or whatever service that you're providing, those are the ones that you reach out to first. Business isn't fair. There's no cheating in business like there is in school. If you have an advantage over someone else because you know someone, please utilize that. I told you in this video that I'm going to sell a voice agent in front of your eyes. So the first place that we're going to start is the warm network. They asked for a demo to hear it. And I say, yeah, I can make a demo. We'll be on a plane tomorrow, but like Saturday or Sunday, I'll be free to basically hop on a call. I already now know a couple of business owners that I used to work with in the past, like 2 years ago, and they might be interested in a voice agent. So I'm going to reach out to the business owners that I already know and ask them if that is something that they would be interested in. A previous company that I work with is called Design Detailing, and they are absolutely crushing it. So I'm going to reach out to them and ask them if they are using voice yet, because I know they're running Facebook ads. I just don't think they have a voice agent yet. And I can help them set that up. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to write, yo, how's it going, guys? I can maybe even reply to something that he previously said, like it's going better with him replying directly. So I'll write, yo, how's it going, guys? Are you still calling every single lead as soon as they come in? AI is good enough now to actually call the leads and book them in. There we go. That's one contact that we've reached out to. I'm not going to say any more because I want to start a conversation. I don't want to come off salesy. I just want to ask them if there's an actual pain that I could potentially help solve. Then I'm going to reach out to another business that I know. These guys are also crushing it. It is also a detailing business. Later in this course, I'll do a deep dive into what industries that are good to go after if you have no clue. So I'm going to text them as well. Hey Blair, hope everything is going well. Did you get the voice agent sorted? Because I think you talked about maybe hiring someone else back when we talked like a while ago. So I'm just going to write, did you get the voice agent sorted for the businesses? And are they actually behaving like they should? Let's send that as well. Again, just to spark a conversation and to see if there's an actual pain that we can help with. If none of the people in my own network are interested in a voice agent, then of course, I'll also show you later in this course how you take completely cold traffic and how you make them interested. I have 2 methods that work the absolute best when you're starting out in business. And I'll show you those later in the course as well. I know that Blair in Gold Coast is in Australia and that the Design Detailing company is in the US. So I'm kind of like out of time zone, but I'll keep you guys updated throughout the entire process of potentially closing this deal. They still haven't responded yet, but until they do, let me show you what you actually need to do in order to land your first client. And this is how most people, when they get started in business, actually get that first deal, which is the most important one because that's the one that gets you started. When you're just getting started, all you need is that first client. The reason for that is that that first client gives you 2 things. One, they give you a testimonial. That is what you want to ask for. A lot of beginners, when they start out, they don't ask for testimonials, which is the biggest mistake. And 2, they can also give you referrals, which basically means that they tell some other person that this guy can help with this as well. And all of a sudden, you get another client without having to do anything. Those are the best kind of clients to get. But how do you actually land that first client? Where should your focus be when it comes to outreach and marketing in order to let people know about your things that you're selling? The absolute best way, and also what we just did right before this, was that we reached out to our warm network. And this is how most people actually land their first client. And the reality is that it's not a fair way because some people know way more in their warm network than other people. When you're just starting out, you want to abuse the advantages that you already have. So how do you do that? The first thing you ask yourself is, who do you know? Start with your family. Do you know anyone in your family that's running a business that could use your service? That could be your uncle that is a barber, or it could be someone else in your family that's running a restaurant. It really doesn't matter. And let me be clear, these are not the kind of clients that you earn a lot of money on. That is not the point of this. The point is 1, to get that testimonial. 2, potentially get referrals. And 3, to get experience. What you're building up right now is experience. So the first advantage that you potentially have is who? Who do you know? Where you have an unfair advantage over everyone else that you can do a service for them. And for this, you don't charge a single penny. And if there's actual software cost included with it, it's best if you pay that. Of course, you can try and negotiate so they pay it. But when you're just starting out, the best way to do it is to work for free first. Again, we are doing a good job, we're building testimonials, we're trying to get referrals, and we're just trying to get experience now. You're teaching yourself how to do service delivery. The next advantage that you can have is your language. This is also one of the biggest mistakes I see beginners make when they're just starting out in AI, is that all of a sudden they see everyone working in the US and selling English voice agents, and they think, okay, that's where I need to be as well, because that is where they pay most. But that is actually not the right approach to take. If I was starting out brand new again, I would definitely go after my own market. I speak Danish, which is a language that only, I think, like 6 million people speak. And that gives me an unfair advantage over everyone else. You will not be able to compete when I go after a Danish client and you also go after the Danish client. You will lose. So if you speak a unique language that not everyone else speaks, going after that market first will actually benefit you a ton. And that makes it much, much easier to get that first client because you are not competing against other tech giants or other giant agencies that are going after the same type of clients. And the third one is the niche, and we're going to talk way more about that later. But if you search for AI agency guides online, you're going to see the same niches pop up every single time. It is real estate agents, it's solar companies, it's roofing, it is med spas, it is gyms. Like all of these industries that are very, very mainstream is what everyone on YouTube is talking about. And when everyone on YouTube are talking about it, every agency and newcomer into the space will also go after those same industries. If you can find some niche that is not one of these main ones, where you have a unique advantage, maybe you know someone already in that industry, or maybe you have already graduated as a person in that industry, or you have previous work experience, that is again one of those advantages that helps you land that first client. So what did we do just before? Well, we reached out to my warm network. I already know a couple of business owners that potentially could use a voice agent. And I'm doing it in a niche that I used to work in before, which is going to be a big advantage when we actually do the service delivery. And in this video, we are not going to be working for free. That kind of defeats the purpose. But I'd highly recommend that when you're just starting out, go out and actually do the work for free, because that's how you get experience. That's how you get referrals. It's how you get testimonials. And it's how you build trust. So let's see if they get back to me, and let's see if we can potentially hop on a call with them.